Throwback to the 80s and a movie I wasn't really into.
What's that?
The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club?
I saw it, and I loved all the stars of the movie at the time, but it just didn't resonate with me.
For real?
For whatever reason.
I wonder why. I mean, Scott is like an 80s buff, and he loves the movies of the 80s. Breakfast Club, I'm going to guess, is one of them.
Yeah, that's one of them. That was a great movie. I was about that age. I was probably a little... Maybe they were a couple of years older. I was in junior high when that movie was put out, and they were in high school. So you kind of related to it a little bit.
So these were students that were in detention, right?
Maybe that's why I didn't resonate.
Right.
Oh, because Liz was
kidding.
never in
No,
detention.
I was.
I don't know if Scott heard about this, but I heard that there is a theory that this movie was one of the students' daydream.
No.
I don't remember that coming up anywhere in the movie, like at the beginning or the end or anything like that. But Ali Sheedy, that's her name, right?
Yeah.
That's the one that played the girl that had no friends with the black hair?
Right.
Which she was my girlfriend and did not know it at the time.
She was not aware.
She was not aware she was my girlfriend at the time. However, because she was the loner in the group and didn't have a lot of friends, it's supposedly, this is a theory that's out there, that was a daydream that she was having.
For her.
That whole movie, yeah.
And didn't she end up dating Judd Nelson?
I have no idea. I don't keep up with that kind of stuff.
Like,
Scott does, but I don't.
I don't even know how to describe his character. He was kind of a loner in a way, but he
you mean they
troublemaker kind of.
They became boyfriend and girlfriend in the movie, you mean? Oh, I thought you were talking about real life.
Oh, goodness, no. But so if it was her daydream, then maybe she had like the crush on him, as her character, and then that's why she ended up with him.
Because she was my girlfriend.
Oh, I'm sorry. She didn't tell you?
She did not tell me a word.
You're listening to Rob and Lizz in the morning.
His radio.
So started hearing rumors, and I don't know how. I'm not a rumor spreader, but this is a movie, okay?
Yeah, so it's not about a person.
Yeah, so this
somebody.
is a movie from the 80s, which Scott says he loves The Breakfast Club. That was your jam, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm an 80s kid, so that was like, man, I was about the same age as those folks in that movie, so I kind of connected with it that way.
Yeah, these are like 4 students, and they're in detention.
Except for the detention part, because I was never in detention.
Sure.
Okay.
So, I believe that. I believe that.
Oh, you do?
This
Okay.
is Scott we're talking about.
I know.
Clean
He's
nose
a good boy.
Scott, yeah. So anyway, there's this thing that's saying that the whole movie is a premise of one of the students' daydream.
Okay. And it's Ali Sheedy's character.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Who maybe
you nailed
it. And I think she's the one who was not married, fell in love with or started dating Judd Nelson.
In the movie.
In the
this
movie,
is the
yes.
movie character, not in
Yes.
real life,
Yeah,
right?
because I don't know their names.
Yeah,
in
Scott
the
does.
movie
What's the
at
characters' names? Come on.
Oh, my goodness. I just remember, the jock, the brain, the way they were described.
More their
I can't
monikers
remember.
than their name, yeah.
You don't remember their names in the movie.
I know. Let's see. What was it?
It's
Rich
okay.
girl.
Brian was the nerd, right?
Oh, now
Look at you!
the names are coming out.
Hold on. What was Ali Sheedy's character's name? Gosh, I can't believe I've forgotten these.
That's
Help me
okay.
out. Come on.
That's okay.
It's
Come
all
on.
right.
You're asking the wrong guy. So here's an open mic that just came in from the My HISRadio app.
While you were talking about the Breakfast Club movie, Ali Sheely ends up with Emilio Estevez, and Molly Ringwald ends up with Judd Nelson. I've watched that movie so many times, I can quote lines from it. Have a great day.
Quote the lines from the movies.
All right, you'll have to get back on the open mic and tell us what their names are, because we have no idea.
I don't care. Don't
You
worry about
don't?
that. I'm worried. Now I'm wondering about movie lines that you have memorized.
Oh, well, that is true.
Right?
That is true. I can quote movie lines from things like Star Wars.
She can.
Oh,
like May the
yeah.
Force be with you. That's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, 'cause
Luke,
that
I am
one's-
your father. I know that one.
That's really obscure.
I'll be back. I know that one too.
Hey, do it with feeling, though.
Yeah, okay. I'll be back.
You're listening to Rob and Lizz in the morning.
His radio.
I don't know if you've ever thought about doing something in your home. How would you make it your own? Like if you remodeled the thing. I think Scott wants to know, what is it, bathroom?
Wrap around front porch.
Oh,
Our
totally
last
different
house.
from the toilet.
Yeah. Last house had a big front porch. I'd sit on the rocking chair and watch the thunderstorms roll through. Our
be
current house
great.
does not have that, and I really miss that. So
See,
that would be my
I'm the
add-on.
same as Scott. I love to have enough of a front porch with an overhang that I can sit out and watch the weather. Where I am now, I can't. As soon as it starts to spit out some rain, I get wet.
Aw.
Yeah.
Wraparound porch, it's just one of those things that it had to be one of the checked boxes. I mean, I could do without some things, but I had to have that. One thing that I wanted, and my husband talked me out of it, and it is fairly expensive. I don't even know what they're called, but they're like vents, and you can sweep the floor, and you sweep all the junk in the vent, and it sucks it up. That's
Okay.
what I would have.
Sounds like a vacuum cleaner.
But it's not a vacuum cleaner because you don't have to get out a piece of equipment. You just have your broom and you're sweeping anyway, and then you just sweep it into the little vent because we have hardwood. So I don't want to put. Why are you laughing at me?
Just how you're describing it.
I don't
It's
know
just
what
ruined
it's
that.
called.
It's a vacuum.
No, it's not. It's like a vacuum.
You said the thing sucks it in.
Right.
Right?
Is that one of those whole house
I don't call
systems?
a straw a vacuum. Yeah.
Whole house
yes.
system.
You have to build it into the house, and
Yeah.
you sweep it and it takes it away from
Yeah,
you.
like
Right.
a vacuum.
It's not a vacuum.
It's a vacuum. Now, it's not the traditional vacuum that you hold in your hand and move around on the floor.
No, it is
But that's still a vacuum.
No,
It still sucks it in, right?
it's a sucky vent.
It's a
That's
sucky-
what I would call it.
I'm
I guess.
sorry you think about your vents that way. Do you need a new air conditioner?
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
So Liz, if she could redo her house, she would have, she calls it a vent, and if you sweep something, the vent will suck it up.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what it's called.
No, I don't know.
You
what
call
it's
it,
called.
it's, I'm telling you, it's a vacuum. That's all it is. It's a vacuum.
It's some sort of system. It's not a vacuum because it doesn't have parts. I mean, it's just.
It's a vacuum, right? Scott will tell you it's a vacuum.
It sounds like a fancy vacuum.
It's a vacuum. It
Yeah.
still sucks it up.
No, I mean.
Same premise, right? As a vacuum, it still works like a vacuum.
Right?
It's just for your whole house.
So Pat's here at 800-447-7234. You saw something similar?
About 7 years ago, went to my hairdresser, and they had this little thing that looked like a paper shredder in the corner, IVAC. And I'm like, she swept the hair in front of it, and it sucked it up. And I had a German Shepherd at the time. And
You said it right the first
and
time.
German Cheddar and 2 cats. I'm like, holy moly, what is that thing? So I bought it for like $99 off of Amazon or something like that. I have it still. It still works great. Every once in a while I have to empty it, of course. But it sits over in the corner. It looks like a little paper shredder. And I have it plugged in on auto. Sometimes cat toys get sucked up in it if they knock it in front because it has an eye. You know, and so when you sweep the stuff in front of it, if it's on auto, it just sucks it right up. Otherwise, you can just turn it on manually.
I like it on auto for the whole cat thing.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
It's Rob and Liz in the morning. This is his radio. So Liz gets this email she's super excited about.
Oh, yes. So I got it from Bath and Body Works, and it's talking about the candles. The 3-wick candles are on sale today. So immediately I'm like, Ninja, we got to go to Bath and Body Works.
They're closed, though. The Overstock bought them.
No, that's Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh,
No,
there's a
why?
difference?
Listen,
I didn't know.
My husband does the same thing, like mixes those two things
Really?
up. Bath and Body Works is, and so I went to. This one's a little weird. Bath and Body Works the other day because they had a different sale on the hand soaps. Pumpkin cupcake. Farmhouse
She brought them all
pumpkin.
in here. It smells like the Bath and Body Works place in here now.
And it's so fall. Like I want to decorate my house.
Ninja wants to go shopping now.
Oh yes.
Yes, and you need to come with me because if I go alone, I'll buy the whole store.
Yeah, because
She will.
I'm the one that talks you out of spending money at places.
I
Like
would
this.
want, excuse me.
What?
You have how many bags in here from this place?
2.
2 bags filled with this
So,
stuff.
Let me tell you the method to my madness.
Oh, this is method. Here comes the girl math.
Well, so here's the thing. These were on sale by about $4 a piece. So when I have people into the house,
Here we go.
like we do the cookie swap at Christmas or, whatever, I always do door prizes. And so these are the things that I pick up. And
She's so
I put,
hospitable. Do you see this? I mean, she puts on all the gatherings around here.
Well, and then I also have a closet store almost.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like a cabinet in my closet, and I put things like this in there. And if my kids need a present for a birthday party or for something like that, they go in there and they.
Can I try this one?
Yes.
This white pumpkin thing?
Yeah, no, it's soap.
Wait a minute.
And it's not moisturizer.
What?
It's
Are you serious? You mean I just put soap all over my hands and no water?
a little bit. It's not moisturizer. It's not lotion. But I'll tell you when those are on sale.
How am I going to do what I have to do?
You smell so good.
Oh, I got to wash this stuff off.
You smell like a pumpkin.
You're listening to Rob and Lizz in the morning.
His radio.
I got an email from Bath and Body Works, and it's talking about all the fragrances for fall and the candles.
And then she brings in bags of it.
Well, I brought in because they had these hand soaps on sale the other day, so I went and got some. And there's things like white pumpkin and pumpkin cupcake.
Yeah, and then she opened them all up, and it smells like a Bath and Body Works in here. And my senses are going bat crazy.
It's delicious.
It's not delicious.
Here's the thing. So apple picking, you can already pick, I think it's Honeycrisp right now at the orchards. And also the pumpkin spice latte is already at Dunkin'. It's at some of the other coffee shops. At Starbucks, I think tomorrow or the next day.
Whoopie whoop.
So it's already out there. So I want to go ahead and put the pumpkins and the sweaters and the orange
Could you wait just till October?
Oh, you are so behind.
What do you mean I'm so behind?
In October, it would physically hurt my spirit.
Why?
To wait because
you got to wait till temperatures get cool.
No, see, you don't have to. And
yeah, you do.
No, you really don't.
I mean, just do whatever you want. People still are doing Christmas now. I mean,
right? If I want to put pumpkins out in May, I should be able to.
Scott, is this a battle in your house?
Not so much, but I agree with you. I think cooler temperatures. I'm more of an early October kind of.
Yeah, but what does your wife do?
She gets a little excited about it, but she won't put it out until maybe toward the end of September.
See, you and I, don't have a choice in the matter. And then there's Liz and Joey doesn't have a choice in the matter. It's just going to get decorated no matter what we think.
Yeah, because I don't think Joey really cares, honestly, one way or another. If I'm not asking him to put the pumpkins out, he's fine with it. So it doesn't really matter. So
Same.
yeah,
I just get the stuff out of the attic and I bring it down.
Well, that
and that's
is true.
my role.
I forgot
and
about
she puts
that.
it up.
He does that as well. He has to go up in the attic and bring it down. I do often hear, do we need all this stuff?
He's right.
Do we need all these
We don't need
pumpkins?
all this stuff.
See, now I want to go home right now because it's not fun in the summer to decorate. What do you decorate with? You put a beach ball on the cabinet? Like, what do you do?
Now, there's an idea.
No, that's goofy.
That's
at least for me.
Great idea.
Now, if you could decorate with
summer stuff out.
shells and things like that, that would
There
be
you
great.
go.
But I'm ready to put the pumpkins out.
You're listening to Rob and Lizz in the morning.
His radio.
Woman jumps in her car. She's getting ready to head to work, I guess. She's in the car just going down the road, bebopping to whatever. And she hears a weird sound. And she's like, what in the world? Turns the radio down, I'm sure, and is like leaning in, trying to figure it out.
Tire going flat? Oh, a cat. Oh, no.
Two little kittens. She pulls over to the side of the road. There's Arizona State Trooper that pulls over with her, and together they get the kittens out. They were kind of above the wheel, I guess, in the little hub.
Oh, no
in that
way.
I know.
That's scary.
That could have been really bad. But they were able to get both kittens out, and she now has some furry friends to take home. She actually is going to adopt them.
Oh, good for her. But this seems to happen a lot, where cats wind up in an engine
They like the
to be
warmth.
warm and all this
Yeah.
other stuff, and you don't even know it.
But I'm feeling like this is in Arizona. Isn't it warm enough? But they crawled into.
Or shade.
Yeah, it could be shade.
You know?
Absolutely, because it's been so warm. I don't remember I've ever had a kitten or anything like that get in my car. I had a
Yes.
scorpion in my car.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Right? That was freaky.
I'm sure it was.
Thankfully, I was in the passenger side, and so I crawled up on and just crawled up on the seats. Get this thing!
Can you imagine if she was driving?
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
So Liz just got back from a vacation. She was in Orange Beach, Alabama, not California, but
Yeah.
Alabama, Gulf Coast of Alabama. Almost said Florida. I'm from Florida. I'm used to saying
But it's
Gulf
right-
Coast of Florida.
It's at the Florida-Bama line.
Okay.
I mean, right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So his radio, and here's the thought. While Liz, this is what I just found out. While Liz was on vacation she was planning her next vacation.
Oh, we weren't a day or two in, and my husband and I are like, would we want to stay at this house again? Because we know we're going back to Orange Beach. And we're like, yeah, but we started looking around because there's some new properties and, where can we get that's closer to oceanfront that's still inexpensive, which is very difficult to put those two things together. So we were planning, and we're pretty much there, but we also planned another getaway for just the two of us because we do the family vacation, but then the two of us take off somewhere
For
too.
2024.
Yes.
See?
For late.
We're always
2024.
behind because we didn't really get to planning vacation this year until like February, March, and everything was booked. We had no vacation this year.
Oh my God.
No summer vacation. We got a weekend getaway, and that was to be down with family for a couple of days for a birthday in Florida, and that was it. I mean, Scott even does what is it for your vacation?
I don't necessarily plan the next vacation. I'm too busy worrying about how much time I have left on the current vacation. So I do a mental countdown like, okay, I've got 3 more days, 2 more days. I'm too worried about the end of the current vacation.
Take the pressure off.
Right?
Don't do that to yourself.
That's kind of.
I tried last time we were on vacation in July not to do that, but I still did it. I was like, okay, I've got 2 more days. We've got to do this, that, and the other. So I'm trying not to do that.
That's a negative energy, a negative spin on your vacation.
Yeah.
Ours is positive. We're like, yeah, we're going on vacation again in 8 months.
Yeah. You planned this the first day of her vacation.
Right?
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
Rob and Lizz in the morning. His radio. I very rarely ever do this on an airplane.
What's that?
I don't ever put that little tray down. Unless
Even when you're eating?
Well, I'm saying if it's a longer flight and you have an actual meal, if you're handing me a snack, I'm just going to hold it.
Yeah.
But I'll put it down if I've got a long flight and there's a meal.
Yeah. And then there's that whole reclining thing. And so the person in front of you sometimes is on top of you.
In your
You
lap,
know?
you're like, would you like a head massage? Because I'm here.
I've seen some people, and I purposely never bring out my notebook, laptop, computer whatsoever. If I have something, it's my phone or my tablet, and that's it. But there is this one guy, and I don't know if you've seen this on your feed yet or not, but there is this one guy that had his laptop on that tray in front of him in the airplane, and the person in front of him, when they reclined the chair, it busted the screen. Oh. It's like the screen got caught in between where the tray is down and then where there's a little lip underneath the seat right there where the tray hits in.
Yeah.
And so the screen got caught there and cracked. And you couldn't even read the screen. It was more than a crack. It was like it demolished the screen. It shattered, and you can't read anything, and half the screen is black, and there's just a little spot in the middle of where you could see something. It's like, oh, my word. So the person in front of him is not to blame.
No, because he had no idea.
He's not to blame for it because he's just doing work and the tray's provided there to do stuff with, right?
Right.
So it's like some people are like, okay, you can't blame the guy who reclined it. You can't blame the guy who has the laptop. And can you really blame the airline unless they put, like a warning message about if the seat reclines?
Oh, my goodness. That's
I know
what's gonna
all the
have to happen.
things are going on with all the comments on this.
Well, now we're going to have, like you say, the warning message. Like, if you've ever read the warning tag on a hairdryer, basically it says, don't use the hairdryer in the bathtub. Really?
I
really?
know, right?
But you have to put those out there because they're covering themselves from getting in trouble.
What gets me is when they say, turn on. I'm like, I know that.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
I wonder if you know anybody who applied for this. It's Rob and Lizz in the morning, his radio, the whole Bucky's Buddy snack reviewer thing that came out last week. You probably heard about it by now already. But they're taking applications for the next couple of weeks. I think it's like September, the second week of September, that they're going to do this through. And then they're looking for somebody who will eat the snacks at Bucky's, report back about it, and they'll give you $1,000.
Yeah, $1,000 plus they'll give you like $250 to buy the snacks. So what are they, the beaver nuggets? Is that what they're called? Bucky's Nuggets? Beaver Nuggets?
Whatever you say. I'm going right along with you.
So we were on vacation last week, and we stopped on the way down.
You did? Where?
At Bucky's.
In
my
Georgia?
Goodness.
I know there's one in
yes.
Georgia.
No. It was
There's
near
not
Auburn
one in Georgia?
University. Yes, there is.
Okay.
But we stopped at the one near Auburn University, so in Alabama.
Well, you know, Scott's a fan of Buc-ee's.
Oh.
He likes.
We went to the one in Sevierville, Tennessee, which is the biggest.
It's
so
brand
far.
new. I think that just opened over the summer.
Yeah, it is brand new. They have over 250 gas pumps.
But how many potties? Because that's, to me,
I don't know. I didn't
480.
count. But they're supposed to be the cleanest.
So the best part about the restrooms is that the door goes from the ceiling to the floor.
Yeah. You have your
that's
own
nice.
private space
Little privacy.
in a Buc-ee's bathroom.
Yeah, and there's always somebody
great.
in there cleaning up, making sure everything's
Not
spick
while
and span.
someone's in it.
Well, no, because that would be a little less
Right?
private. But
Right?
Sure.
I think Ninja's a fan of Buc-ee's, right?
I do love a good Buc-ee's. However,
Uh-oh.
if I don't feel like spending a lot of time, I'll skip it on the trip.
That's true. You cannot go just spend a minute or two at Buc-ee's.
There's nothing quick about going into Buc-ee's other than when you go through the register, there must be 40 registers, 40 cashiers, and they will get you in and out.
That's true. That's
But
really true.
You're like, for me, I feel like a raccoon.
It's an hour stop at least for that place.
Because you see things that's like, look at that, look at that. Oh, there's
Jake, what do you
cinnamon
get
rolls.
when you're there?
I've never been.
You've what?
What?
As
Jake.
yeah.
The room, the air just escaped out of it.
It did.
Jake.
Road trip.